Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and allow me to reintroduce Tactical Tuesday to you. Here's the thing, when this channel started, I had this notion that people would be interested in some gameplay advice that wasn't from a god of gaming. You know who the gods of gaming are, right? The guys who get Moabs in every game, the guys who do amazing things, the guys who play the objective and just seem to kill anyone from anywhere that dares to look at them with what seems like laser beam eyes. And then I tried to emulate their playstyle, and it never worked for me. It just didn't, right? I would run around the map sprinting constantly, and I'd sprint into my death. So I figured out a playstyle that did work for me, and I thought I would share that with my unexceptional brethren, the people who, try to play like those gods of gaming, and it just doesn't work for them either. So anyway, this is me sharing what works for us normal people with the rest of you. This is my shotgun class. It's a Remington 870. The only things to really pay attention to on this class are the attachments and, for me, Flak Jacket. So here's the deal. Long barrel and laser sight. These are the things that contribute to one-hit kills. I think it'll work across all the shotguns. I have the most experience with the 870. But if you watch this thing, almost all of my kills are one-shot kills, and it's because of these two attachments. The other thing, and it doesn't show up too much in this gameplay that follows, is Flak Jacket. I play the objective a ton, and it's really infuriating to try to do without Flak Jacket because it feels like grenades are so much more powerful than they ever were in Modern Warfare 3. Anyway, let's get the gameplay started, but here's your class. 870, long barrel, laser sight, and if you're going to play the objective, then Flak Jacket. Alright, let's start by talking about the opening route. I'm going to pop on ADOM here for the free points, and then I'm going to navigate in such a way that all my lines of sight are tight. If I were to go the way these other guys went, as I round that corner, there could be guys waiting for me, shooting across the map, and I have no defense. But by coming over here to the side, everyone I run into is practically within bad breath distance. It's all close quarters combat, and I get to take this B flag, and fortunately they had it most of the way done for me, without leaving myself vulnerable to the long lines of sight, which, you get crushed on when you rock a shotgun. And here I am, fail, oh, I'm so busy, and then there's a bouncing Betty in that room that I hadn't accounted for. So that's the problem. Next, watch this guy try to take B-Dom. He has a really good cap spot. See right there, hidden behind the pickup truck? You can cap from there. Unfortunately for him, the pickup truck hadn't exploded yet, so hiding behind an unexploded car or truck is pretty much asking to be killed. So, oh, wow, rough start here, Woody, 4-2, but it could be worse. Anyway, that is a good cap spot for him, tucked right there behind the truck, and that was a good opening route for me. Let's keep going. The map is Standoff. You can see that already. And Standoff for me is one of the maps where initially I already know how to use a shotgun. I started shotgunning on this because I was getting crushed by some other guy who rocked a shotgun on this, and it made me realize, like, wow, there are so many lines of sight. This is one of the easier maps in which to control the distance at which you fight people. Let's talk Modern Warfare 3, right? Baccarat, that big open map. That for me was always hard to use a shotgun on. Not impossible, but mostly hard because there were long lines of sight. It was hard to go from one place in the map to the other without being exposed to someone from which you were practically unarmed. This map is not the case. This map is the opposite. It's one of the first maps I figured out how to use with a shotgun because, it's easy in comparison to the other maps. There's always some way to navigate this thing where you can keep people at distances like that right there. For me, as the game progresses and I know the map better and I know the traffic patterns better, I usually figure out some way, collateral, to use a shotgun on almost any map. But like I said, as of at the starting point in this game, where I am right now, I find this is one of the ones I understand how to shotgun on. So you can see you can travel almost anywhere and stay indoors and still get your work done. So that's that. My killstreaks are UAV, Lightning Strike, and Dragonfire, and I don't really have a good excuse for that. I think it was the default on this Prestige, and I just never messed with it. My favorite objective-based killstreaks are UAV, Hellfire Missile, and Lightning Strike. To me, they're the ones that let you save flags. Like you see right there, they were taking B-Dom. I dropped some bombs on it. I think my teammate actually cleared B-Dom before I got to it. But the Lightning Strike comes so quickly, and there's almost no defense to it, that you can hold flags, you can save demo plants, you can do all these things, and it still works out really well for you. Whereas, like, Lodestar, for example, right? That's a great thing if you're trying to show off on YouTube, but really you're only getting Lodestars in games, especially multiple Lodestars, where you were probably going to win anyway, where you outclass the other team. Whereas Lightning Strikes and Hellfires, you get those even in losing efforts. You know, if you're running a swarm, awesome, great, you got a swarm. You get a swarm once in every 10, 15 games. But the thing is, those games where you were getting a swarm, you weren't having any challenge winning. You know, you were just going for a giant kill streak. Whereas things like the Hellfire, things like the Lightning Strike, you can get those even in games where you're really struggling. As a Dragonfire tip, the biggest tip I have for you on this thing is to stay low, right? If you just stay at around head level here, if you stay maybe a little higher than that, then you know you're going to get some kills on this thing and you're not going to die immediately. If you take your Dragonfire and you start navigating it in ways that you can't do with your character, right? You know, you're up 30 feet in the air, then it doesn't take long at all before everybody sees you. You know, think about how long your character would live if he was flying up in the sky around like that. Not very long. But if you keep your Dragonfire down low, if you keep it about head high like I'm doing here, then really what you have is an OP character zipping around the map with a nice little target finder type thing, getting your kills. This is a little better than I think I do on average with the Dragonfire, but I attribute the success I did have with the kill streak to not staying up in the air. If I had put myself 50 feet in the air, I would have not lasted very long with this thing at all. And the little explosion you get at the end, in my entire life cycle on this game, I've still never killed anybody with the like RC car effect I have it at the end. I've tried, and what happens instead is I end up getting shot down while I'm waiting for the thing to blow. But that's it. Navigate it, keep things tight. I don't want to make this a super long video. This, if you want to play around with shotguns, start with this map because it's so easy to get from one place to the other without leaving yourself wide open. 23, not a bad start. We end up winning this game, but they're short on players, so the second half is not as fun to watch. I hope you like this video. If you show it some love, we'll keep doing it on a weekly series. And have a good day. If you're new around here and you enjoyed the video, you can click that top right blue box and subscribe, see more from me. If you're not new, you can click like, because I appreciate it when you do that. 2 vids you may have missed, you can read on those on your own. I explained the Xbox Live update that you just got, and Mail Monday on the left, which is probably my most popular series. Have a good day.